Have you ever been near a river late at night and heard a sound that sends a shiver down your spine? A sound like a woman crying, carried on the wind. If you have, you might have been close to one of the most enduring and terrifying figures in folklore. La Llorona, the weeping woman. This isn't just a campfire story. It's a legend that has echoed through generations, from the heart of Mexico to the sun-baked landscapes of the American Southwest. Today, we're going to pull back the veil on this ghostly tale, explore its dark origins, and understand why her mournful cry continues to haunt us. The story of La Llorona begins centuries ago, rooted deep in Mexican folklore. While there are countless variations, the core of the tale revolves around a beautiful woman named Maria. In some versions, she's a humble village girl who catches the eye of a wealthy nobleman. He sweeps her off her feet. They marry, and they have 2 beautiful children. For a time, their life is idle, but the nobleman's attention begins to wander. He spends less and less time at home, and when he does return, it's only to visit his children, pointedly ignoring Maria. One day, Maria sees him in a carriage with another, more elegant woman. In a fit of blinding rage and despair, she takes her own children to the river and, in an act of unthinkable horror, drowns them. The moment the current carries them away, the terrible weight of what she has done crashes down on her. She runs along the riverbank, screaming their names, her cries echoing through the night. Consumed by grief and guilt, she either drowns herself in the same river or dies of sorrow on its banks. But her spirit finds no rest. When she reaches the gates of the afterlife, she is asked a simple question: "Where are your children?" Unable to answer, she is condemned to wander the earth for eternity. Searching for them, she's cursed to weep forever, a ghostly figure trapped between the living and the dead. And so, Maria is no more. She is now La Llorona, as people migrated from Mexico into what is now the American Southwest Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, and California. They brought their stories with them. La Llorona's tale found fertile ground in these new communities. Her ghostly presence easily mapping onto the rivers and arroyos of the region. The Rio Grande, the San Antonio River, the Gila River became associated with her haunting. The story was passed down from parents to children, becoming an integral part of Hispanic and American folklore in the Southwest. It's a tale told not just to scare, but to warn. The descriptions of her appearances are chillingly consistent. She is almost always seen at night, a tall, slender figure robed in a flowing white gown. Her face is often obscured by a veil or long, dark hair. But those who claim to have seen it say it's a visage of pure anguish or, in some terrifying versions, not a human face. At all, perhaps a horse's skull. The one constant is her cry, a wail so full of pain and sorrow it's said to be unmistakable. "Ay, mis hijos," she cries. "Oh, my children." She wanders the water's edge, forever searching for the souls she lost. This story is more than just a ghost hunt. It's a powerful, cultural tool. For generations, the legend of La Llorona has served as a cautionary tale. It is a way for parents to keep their children from wandering off too close to dangerous bodies of water. The warning is simple and effective. If you go out by the river at night, La Llorona might get you, mistaking you for one of her own. This warning instills a healthy fear of the dark and of places where a child could easily get into trouble. But the moral lessons of the legend run even deeper. On one level, La Llorona's story is a tragic commentary on gender roles, poverty, and betrayal. Her tale often reflects the struggles of women in a patriarchal society, abandoned by a powerful man and driven to a desperate act by social and emotional pressure. She embodies the consequences of a mother's ultimate failure, a symbol of eternal regret for harming those she was meant to protect. Her story serves as a stark reminder of the sanctity of family and the irreversible nature of certain actions. Furthermore, the legend taps into a universal human fear, the loss of a child, and the idea of a mother, the ultimate symbol of life, and protection becoming a figure of death and danger. It flips the natural order on its head, which is partly why it's so deeply unsettling. The weeping woman represents guilt in its purest, most inconsolable form. She isn't a monster born of pure evil, but a human being whose grief and regret have twisted her into a spectral tormentor. She is both a victim and a villain, a complex figure that elicits both pity and terror. In the American Southwest, the story is evolved. It's been told around countless campfires, in whispered tones at sleepovers, and has become a staple of local ghost tours. In places like San Antonio, Texas, residents will point to specific bends in the river where she's supposedly been sighted most often. In New Mexico, her cries are said to be heard on the winds that sweep across the mesas. The story has become woven into the very fabric of the landscape. The influence of La Llorona extends far beyond oral tradition. She has become a prominent figure in popular culture, appearing in books, television shows, and films. Each adaptation offers a new interpretation, sometimes painting her as a terrifying monster, other times as a tragic, sympathetic figure. This constant reinvention shows the power and flexibility of her myth. It can be shaped to reflect the anxieties of any given era, but its core, a weeping mother searching for her lost children, remains untouched. So, why does this story from centuries ago still hold such power over us? Perhaps it's because it speaks to our deepest fears. The fear of loss, the fear of guilt, and the fear of what we might become in our darkest moments. La Llorona is the ghost of a terrible choice, a permanent echo of a single, horrifying mistake. Her eternal search is a quest for a peace she can never find, a forgiveness she can never earn. Her cry is not just the sound of a ghost. It is the sound of eternal remorse. So the next time you find yourself near a quiet stream or a dark river at night, listen closely. If you hear the faint sound of a woman weeping, don't get too close. It might be the wind, or it might be La Llorona, forever searching, forever weeping for the children she can never bring back. The legend lives on, a chilling reminder that some sorrows are so deep, not even death can bring them to an end. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the heart of a truly haunting legend. If you enjoy exploring the strange and mysterious corners of folklore, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more stories. Let me know in the comments if you grew up hearing the story of La Llorona. Until next time, stay curious.